Mud and dirt ruining your floors is the absolute worst. I was sick of cheap mats that slide around and don't actually clean your shoes, so I decided to fix it. I bought and tested the top 5 heavy-duty doormats on the market to see which ones are actually built to last and keep the mess outside where it belongs. Product number 1, 4x6 commercial floor mat. When I rolled out this massive 4x6 foot mat, I was honestly surprised by how much floor space it covers. It feels more like a piece of industrial flooring than a regular doormat. Because it's 6 feet long, I noticed that I could take about 3 full steps on it before hitting my hallway. That is a huge deal because it naturally scrapes the dirt off your soles without you even trying. I really put the rubber backing to the test by trying to kick it out of place, and it didn't budge at all. It's got a rough, carpet-like texture that grabs onto dust and dried mud really effectively. If you have a large double-door entrance or a big family tracking and mess constantly, this giant mat is the heavy lifter you need. However, if you don't quite have the length for a 6-footer. Product number 2, 4x5 commercial floor mat. I grabbed this 4x5 foot version for a slightly different setup. Holding it, the material feels just as rugged as the larger one, but the squarer shape fit better on my wider, shorter porch area. I tested this one specifically with wet boots, and the absorbent fibers soaked up the moisture well instead of letting it puddle on top. My favorite part was how easy it was to clean. Since it traps so much dirt in the grooves, I just dragged it into the driveway and hit it with the hose, and it looked brand new after drying. It doesn't have a fancy pattern, but it works hard. If you have a wide entryway but can't accommodate the full length of the previous mat, this 4x5 size is the perfect middle ground. But maybe you need something that looks a bit more sleek. Product number 3, 72x36 sturdy front door mat. This 6x3 foot mat stood out to me immediately because of its shape. It's long and narrow, which makes it look great in front of sliding patio doors or double French doors. When I ran my hand over the surface, I felt that it was a bit lower profile than the others, which is great because my door swung right over it without getting stuck. I noticed it claims to be fade resistant, so I left it out in the direct sun for a while and it held up fine without looking washed out. The waterproof backing is solid too. I poured water on it and nothing leaked through to the deck. If you want a mat that acts like a runner and covers the width of a double door perfectly, this is the one to grab. Now let's look at another high traffic option. Product number 4, 4x5 high traffic mat. I tested another 4x5 foot option to compare, specifically focusing on the high traffic claim. I put this one at the entrance to my garage where I'm constantly walking in with grease or garden dirt. The build quality feels very dense, and what I liked was that the edges lay completely flat right out of the box, no curling up to trip over. I scraped my work boots on it pretty aggressively, and the material didn't fray or shed. It seems to hide dirt really well between cleanings because of the color and texture. It's a workhorse mat that prioritizes function over style. If you need a reliable, customized size for a workshop, garage, or back door that sees a lot of rough use, this one is tough enough to handle it. Finally, if you need something smaller. Product number 5, DEXI front door mat. Finally, I checked out the DEXI mat. This is a 4x2 foot option, making it the most compact of the bunch. When I picked it up, it felt lighter and easier to move around, but it still has a nice, grippy rubber bottom. I noticed the pattern on this one is designed specifically to trap moisture and debris in the little grooves. I poured a bit of water on it to test the absorbency, and it handled it well for its size. It's super low profile, so it's arguably the best choice if you have a door with very little clearance at the bottom. It's not going to cover a huge area, but for a standard single door or a small apartment entry, it fits perfectly. If you are on a budget or just have a small porch, this is the winner. Stopping dirt at the door is the easiest way to keep your house clean, and any of these heavy-duty mats will do the job better than the cheap ones you find at the grocery store. I've left links to all 5 mats in the description below so you can check the exact sizes and prices for yourself. Thanks for watching.